Yeah, I got you, sister. I'm already ahead of the game. But
is Miss
number
Luna?
yeah, like I was saying, number 2, no tolerating people that's interfering in your relationship. Bro, you already know, man. That's that
All right,
that
man.
right there.
Yeah.
That right there is a topic, man. Because
hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the glasses off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Freya, I'm pretty sure you dealt with that as well, sister, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, like from friends to family, you know what I mean? You know, when I was with the father of my children, my mom, you know, would sometimes the way she would react to certain things was almost like she was the significant other. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
She would just be like, well, he's gonna get a piece of my mind, this and that. And it's just like, yo, like I'm dating him. I'm with him, you know what I mean?
Right.
And trying to push certain things. Like my mom's, you know, she's a single mom, and she's the type of person, she's just like, you don't tell him a single penny that you got. Don't even tell him how much you pay for rent. Don't say this and that. And I'm like, what is the purpose of the male in the home then? What is the purpose of this penis in my fucking apartment if I cannot discuss finances, if I cannot like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, what is, and I understand that she's jaded, right? But it's
Right.
just like, I'm not there yet, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And so, and you know, until this day, she's still kind of like that, you know what I mean? You know, like yesterday, my son had his shoelace tied really tight, you know what I mean? And it was their father that had tied it, and she was just saying like, he probably, you know, like ties it really tight all the time. I was like, well, I don't know, you know, I don't tie it tight when I do. And she's like, so you don't check when he does it? And I was like, wow, so I have to check when he ties his shoelaces to see if it's really tight. So how is this person going to be competent? So like, do I have, you know, I was like, do you see how this doesn't make sense? You know?
Right.
I was like losing words because I was so agitated by just the idea that I would have to be a helicopter for life, you know?
Right.
Yeah, you know, and then in polyamory, let's say, you know, my first and only polyamorous relationship, right off the bat, I had the metamor from hell. So you know what I mean? And it's one of those things. It's just like, I really strongly believe that, you know, you should respect the relationships that your partner is in, you know. You don't meddle in that, you know. There's a way to discuss, let's say, insecurities if you have them, and you don't have to be buddy, let's say, with your metamor. You know, a metamor is the significant. It's like if I had you know, my boyfriend and he has a girlfriend, the girlfriend is my metamor. So that's the term for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to just say that, you know.
Right.
So I wouldn't want to, you know, interfere in you know, my partner's relationships with other people. But I've had that happen to me, and hopefully I won't experience that again, you know.
Right.
Yeah, like,
Man,
I don't want to go
that's
down the rabbit hole of bullshit, you know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. We all learn from our experiences. So,
Yeah.
like I said again,
It's quite the intro into polyamory, I'll tell you that much. Like, wow, okay. Yeah.
Miss Wanda, I'm real curious about what you think about that.
So, like, imagine telling your mom, right, you're a slave, and her actually wanting to meet your master. It was not a very fun conversation we had. I can say that my first dynamic, my first master, it was a master and a mistress. No one liked them. Not my friends, not my family. My children never met them, but they knew they existed. But I still, like, I couldn't really listen to other people though. Part of it is people just don't like this aspect of my life. My mom's like, how are you gonna call yourself a slave? Because I am. I don't know. It is what I am. But now I'm actually entering into a new dynamic, and he has other partners, other submissives. I have people who know us both, and everyone's in my ear right now, nay or yay. And I just have to tune that out, and I have to make this decision for myself. Like, it's not going to be easy. There are going to be times when, like, right now, I want to go on a trip. And I know my friends is going to have a cow when I tell them that 9 times out of 10, my trip in November is not canceled. I mean, I can go. I won't be able to do the things I was going to do there, though, now. No. And there's a high probability that he's going to have to go with me in order for me to go. They're not going to take this well at all, because first off, this was my idea to go up there in November because I was still unowned, so I could do what I wanted in that moment.
Yeah.
And I bullied them into going damn near. I like just kept bugging them, like, "We're going, are we? Y'all not gonna make me go by myself."
That's funny.
And now
Bully slave.
yeah, I mean, they know I'm a slave, so they're fine with that. But nobody, I was supposed to be taking it slow. I'm not supposed to be. I'm still taking it slow, but in this slow process, I still have to accept his decision. There is no negotiation, mediation, none of that. If he says no, I can't go, I can't go. Or if he says you can go, but I have to go. Or if he says you can go, but you can, I already know, he's already told me nobody else can touch me. So it's almost like, for me, going and not letting anyone touch me is going to be the hardest part, because I am a slut and I like being a slut. And so a slut who can't have nobody touch her, that doesn't quite equal slut. So this is going to be an interesting experience.
Right.
Right. I just got one question to ask. When he says don't touch it, does that rule apply to like females?
So yes, because it's not actually in my case, like, so this is a thing, right? The way my dynamic is, I could go down there and maybe have sex with 10 men and 10 women all at the same time, separately, independently. It wouldn't even matter. But for me, touch is more of a, I might want to get hit, or I might want to get tied up, or I can't do those parts. And I'm going to a whole fucking dungeon, like the premier fucking dungeon that, like, you just, like, you don't go here and you don't have somebody touch you. Like,
so not to cut you off. So you on some 50 Shades of Grey type shit, right?
Oh yes, you can say
okay.
Like,
all right.
That is the basic version of BDSM that people will know will be the 50 Shades of Grey.
Do you see me cheesing here? I'm like, yeah.
My version is, my version is 50 shades. My version is probably like 50,000 shades. Like,
yeah, I think so. Slave.
Yeah, the thing.
I think that's the ultimate, like, you know what I mean?
So Miss Rhonda with the bullshit, basically.
Yes, I'm with all of the shit.
He's with the BDSM shit.
I told you.
I literally had a discussion today about my kidnapping scene and how, if I was really serious, because when you're kidnapped, right, first off, you have to be prepared to take off work for a while, because you get beat up and your face is going to probably be fucked up, and you're not going to be able to go around other people, because how do you explain to other people that you got fucking kidnapped and that's why you look like this and I'm kind of yellow, so on me shit's going to show, you know, like, yes, I'm with all of the shit. Yes, all. And I don't want my kidnap scene. I know I can't plan it, then it's not a true kidnapping. It's just got to happen to me one day. So somehow I have to plan it without planning it, so that I can be prepared for the consequences of being kidnapped. Yeah, it's a lot.
Dang.
All of
so,
pretty much. No.
So this is another quick question. Have you like? Has anybody like asked you about like that? Like, do you like, have anybody like objected to that? Like when you told them about the whole kidnapping thing? Like, I'm just curious, like what did they say? Like,
well, okay, first off, you don't just do that with anybody, which is why I haven't done it yet. I was willing to do it with my former master, but we just never had it happen. But this is definitely not something you just do. A lot of the things I'm into, I don't even care if you tell me you've been a dom for 50 years. If I don't know you, if I've never seen you do this, if I don't have some references, something, you're not, for example, you know, you're just not going to do these things to me, right? And so the person I had this conversation with is someone I've known for years, and someone when I say yes, go ahead and start organizing this shit, I'm going to know they are fully in control of that situation. So that's the first part.
Trust is such a big thing in BDSM. Oh my God.
I mean, I literally trust someone with my life with things. So you can't just do them. Like I will meet dudes though sometimes who'll be like, yeah, you'll let me. The fuck is wrong with you? No, I won't let you drown me. No,
Uh,
I have to
that's
trust
what's
you to let you drown me. Do I like to get drowned? Yes. I love getting drowned. I really love it. But I have to absolutely trust you before you tie me up and put me in that tub full of water and I can't say no because I'm underwater and can't breathe.
holy shit.
I have to trust you. Total trust.
Trust is huge, yeah. Because it's that whole, yeah, man. I mean, there's BDSM is wild. We could have a whole episode on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
and I'm gonna be there too because that's gonna be
yeah.
good. That's gonna be a good interview to conduct because I think me and Mike just made
Asked me to
everything
be
great.
on this. I was
Yeah.
like, topic. She got to pick a topic that's more of my life. 'Cause my life is a little bit.
Hey, honestly, right
Yeah.
now this is the introduction, so I'm over here taking notes on your ass. Don't even trip. So I got
Yeah,
this.
Miss Rhonda likes to get drowned. Okay, that's
Yes. Hey.
hey,
Now,
Hey,
I mean,
when I first moved back into my house, because I used to live in my master's basement, do you know the first thing I told my friends I was gonna miss? It was waking up with a pillow on my face. Like there is nobody who's waking me up by smothering me anymore. So
damn.
yes,
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah,
I have to
well,
wake
it
up
is.
with a damn alarm clock now. Like
and you have kids, right?
I do. Yes. I have 3 adults. They're grown though. My children are good. Like I have 28,
Yeah, they're
24, 23. Yeah, no, my children are, they're definitely grown and out the house and
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mike. She don't look. She don't.
No, she don't.
She look our age, huh?
Yes.
She up there with us, huh?
Good black.
I am young.
Good
I'm
black.
only
No crack.
25.
See? See?
25.
Bingo.
No,
Hey,
I'm
listen.
50. I am
Hey,
not.
hey, listen, Queen. Listen. This is why I wanted you to come on because, like I said, we're all about hearing different perspectives. So again, I
Absolutely.
love that feedback. Like I said, like it was a whole bunch of things that I never. I was like, wow, shit. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the fact that you're willing to come on here and let us know, and you added a whole bunch
Right.
to that question. So,
Yeah, definitely. We appreciate that.
so with the next one, to keep with boundaries in your relationship,
Mhm.
maintain your independence.
Absolutely. 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 That's a part. It's in a relationship, like you gotta have all the proper ingredients for it to work. It's not gonna be perfect. Um, you don't ever want to strip anybody of their independence. You know what I mean? I feel like it's two people coming together as one to, build on things. That's one thing that I could say that I'm blessed to have is somebody that she's independent. Like I always make this statement. I don't need her. I want her. It's a difference. A need is like I need to drink water, or I need to eat. These are things. Want is it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? So she can make it without me. I can make it without her. But together, we're stronger. We're better. We bring the best out of each other. That's what really, really. I didn't believe in getting married. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You already know, Vin. I was out here. I was in the streets on the side of the street, to the left of the streets, to the right of the streets, in the back of the street. You know what I'm saying? Right in the alley, whatever you want to call it. But it was her perspective to not control me, but to love me unconditional, and for us to be our authentic self. You get what I'm saying? You know how some relationships people don't want to be in a relationship because well you have to be like this, you have to be like that, you have to do this, it's more demanding than anything. It's just we're two people that unconditionally love each other and we're just building. You get what I'm saying? Like we're building, and that's just finding the right person, you know what I mean? And I can touch on that as far as, the people, like Miss Moon said, trust is everything. Trust is everything. I think that if you guys was to ask me what's the main characteristics of my, my relationship, I trust her. I trust her. And what I mean by trusting her, I trust that she's going to have my back. I trust that she's not going to tell me anything that's going to destroy me. I trust the fact that, I can be me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to, if I flirt, I'm a man. If I flirt, but I won't be disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not, oh, what the fuck? Like, it's a trust. She trusts me and I trust her. So, trust is everything. You know what I mean? So as far as independency, absolutely. Everybody got to have that in some type of way, Yeah.
Yes. Good luck, man. That's what I like to hear. Miss Freya, what you think as far as
Independence? For me, just absolutely. It even goes a little bit. It links it. It bleeds into the, obviously, like you said, trust, and it bleeds into privacy for me too. You know what I mean? Just being able to, to just be on your own. Like, independent of the person. I'm not a half person. I'm a whole person entering a relationship, a partnership.
Right.
The person that I date is big on solitude, like me, big on independence, like me. And I'm just like, that's one of the reasons I'm so attracted to you. I'm just like, we're both like, leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm very much like that, even as a submissive person. You know what I mean? Like, as a submissive woman, I'm still like that. Like, I need a level of independence, But then there's also other things, like I have 2 small children right now. Okay. And so they don't need a dad, right? So the way I date is just kind of different, Like, I am willing to give up some of my independence as a submissive, right? But obviously I have a whole life where I'm a mom, so that can't be touched. So then if they're grown, then of course dynamics would change. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I wouldn't engage anyway with any sort of dominant submissive relationship either way, when I think about it, with anybody that didn't value independence like the way I do. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm an Aquarius. I need to not be tied down. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like to do things alone too. You know what I mean? I take myself out to comedy shows. Like I go to places. I'm a loner. So I just talk about independence. Like, I just like to do my own shit all the time. I don't fuck with a lot of people. So yeah.
I mean, to blowing in on that, there's nothing wrong with that, because like Mike said, it's all about knowing who you are and knowing the person that you're going to get with. So you have to know who you are before you are willing to get to know that person.
Absolutely.
So you going out to the comedy clubs and saying to yourself, just look at that shit as, it's the truth. It's not even looking at it as it's the truth. You just, what I'm saying? You just knowing who you are, you know what you like to do, you like to hell. You can come to California, take a trip to California by yourself just to go fucking roller skate. Because I know you love roller skating, you know what I'm saying? Because that's you knowing who you are, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's, I salute you on that. So, Miss Armstrong, you care to wind in, girl? I see you over there.
I do, right. And I was thinking about what she said about like the whole submissive, and so there are levels to everything, right? And so for the people listening who are not familiar with BDSM, right? There are levels to everything. So there are some submissives who have lots of control and lots of independence, and they pick and choose what parts of their control they give up, right? Then you have these people who are like me, who I don't even want to have to decide what I'm eating, when I'm going to be. I don't want to decide these things, right? I spent the day today just sitting on the floor near him. We weren't really talking that much. He was doing his thing, and I was just at peace just to sit there, right? And so for me, that is sort of my independence, because when he's not telling me to do nothing, and I'm independently just sitting there in my own little world, zoned out. That's about as much independence as I need or want. But the key is what I want, right? It's not like it's not like I met a guy and he tried to talk me into giving up my independence. I looked for someone to give my independence to. Right.
Okay. Right.
So for me, somebody who doesn't want that, that's not who I want. Like, I literally have to have this conversation with men who want to date me because they see me and they're like, oh, you successful, you got your own house, your own job, you know, I make damn good money, all of these good things. So now I'm the girl they want. And I'm like, okay, but do you really have the time to tell me what to wear tomorrow? Because I need to leave my house and I need you to tell me what I'm wearing. I need you to tell me what time I need to go to bed so I can get a good night's sleep so that I won't be tired tomorrow. Like, do you have time for that? Or the fact that I'm a slut. I love being a slut. And I need to get permission to go have sex. Shit. And if I do want to have 4 dudes over here, I need to have you answer me so I know it's okay that I had the 4 dudes over here before they came. So you have to be always like ready for me. Like,
I can tell you that as a submissive in the sex, when it comes to sex and stuff, I relate to that a lot. The ups and downs I've been with the person that I date, I definitely one time said we were like breaking up. I was just like, I'm happier to be out in the world dating and being my sexual self. I was like, when I'm with you than when I'm not with you. You know what I mean? It was just like, I almost like it's a safety, I think, for me. You know what I mean? I want to be wild, you know, but I want to be wild under his guidance. Like, I want him to be there to protect me so then I can be free and to express myself sexually. I don't feel as comfortable doing it without him. So I kind of hold back a lot because I don't really get to spend a lot of time with him. And I get to meet anybody that pulls that submissiveness out of me. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Like for my birthday, people kept saying like, you really had a gangbang for your birthday, but my master was there. He organized. He was in the next room. He periodically came in the room.
I told him that. I was like, that's the only way I'll do it if you do it. Yeah.
But I haven't done it since I've been unarmed because I don't want to do that I don't want to just have a bunch of dudes over. Like, who's going to be in control if something goes wrong?
Like, thank you.
But to know that you're out there and you are there for me if I need you, then now I can do everything I want to do. What do y'all? We can do it all. I'm ready. I'm with all of the shits now. So,
hey, her birthday did stop.
I got a friend to record a little bit of it, but most people don't want to be on camera. So, but I had fun.
No face, no case.
Yeah, I wasn't there, so I couldn't. But yeah, see, hey, look, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, you see why I brought your ass on this show, on this Armstrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to hear it. Like I said, because we're reaching out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like the LS and the BDS, I'm sorry. Yeah, when it comes to that, I feel like a lot of these celebrities on their podcasts and shows, they don't touch a lot of that shit. Because there's a lot of celebrities that's into that shit, but they try to keep it quiet, or what's the word, Mike? Entanglement?
Yeah, entanglement.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that right there.
You have to sometimes. Like, a lot of the stuff is illegal. Do you know you cannot legally ask somebody to beat you? Like, there is no court in the world that there is nothing nowhere that says that the things I'm into that are fucking 100% dangerous, the people doing those things to me can go to jail for doing them, even though I'm begging I want you to do this to me. Like, it does not matter. It is illegal. So yes, a lot of it you have to keep underground. You can't just go post a video on Facebook of setting somebody on fire. You know, like,
yeah, because the whole drowning thing will probably, you would probably. I think,
but it's hard to talk about relationships without talking about BDSM if BDSM is in your life, and I think that's what like Vin meant. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, how do you even? You know, I don't know how to talk about relationships if that doesn't slip in there somewhere. You know what I mean? Because being submissive is such a big part of me. So yeah.
So, and that's like, that was my whole point. Like I really salute you for like coming on here to talk about that, really having heart and courage and really having the independence to do that. That's what really it was about, being independent. You know what I'm saying? So I salute you.
So you have to ask permission to come on the podcast, right, Ms. Armstrong?
So, and that was the thing, right? So I agreed. It was literally today when we were having this discussion, right? So I was like, okay, so I kind of agreed. And he looked at me like, really? So you just telling me now? I was like, no, we are not starting off on the wrong foot. I'm not just telling you. I'm just asking, can I please keep the commitment I made before? And he said, yes. But going in forward, yes, I would have to ask. I mean, I don't think he would say no, but I cannot typically just say, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Even the things I already planned, like this trip, I done bought the flight and the friends is going and everybody is all excited. And now this is, I mean, I know I don't think he'll say I can't go, but if he changes it to the point I don't want to go, then it's still the same thing. But I get it because there are rules to this. And one of the rules I already know, I don't care how open your dynamic is, the chances of a dom letting you seen with another dom are not good. They're not going to do that. So there's that. And he knows the people who will be throwing the party. So it's not like, oh yeah, I got to beat the shit out of your slave. Like, yeah. It's not a great cocktail conversation though, but that's what I want. Like I already have my mind set on some of the people I want to beat me. And it's like, man, how does this work? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Man, that's I love it, man. Man, this next question, because I like so got like 10 minutes left on the audio. But I think we can all touch on this one real quick. Mike, I know you're gonna love this one right here, especially the ass whooping you've been getting lately.
Yeah.
Finances are handled fairly in a way that makes you both comfortable.
Yeah. I can well say my wife lets me, she lets me, be the head, in regards to that. You know what I mean? Like she's the brain, of course, she's the smarter one out of us too, but I don't know, it's weird. Like my relationship is perfect for me. Like it's like, it's not no, I'm better than you, you better than me. We fit so well. Like, I'm a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like she's business smart. You get what I'm saying? So it's like the perfect blend. And I think the biggest thing is we really respect each other's opinion about everything. I think for me, not that I have to, but because it goes back, Miss Moon and Miss Rhonda, as far as like I was telling you about trust, I run everything through her. You get what I'm saying? Like, not that I have to, but this is somebody that I trust. This is somebody that is with me day in and day out. You get what I'm saying? This is somebody that knows me. You know what I'm saying? Not because of our relationship title, but she knows me. So it's a comfortable conversation to have. You know what I mean? So when it comes to like finances and things like that, the ultimate goal is we take care of what we need to take care of. I don't feel like I have to have all the money, or I don't feel like she have to have all the money. She's a woman's woman, so she's like, oh well, babe, take care. You know what I mean? Like, we both play our part and we both make it work. So it's in regards to that, yeah, like like as far as the independency and things like that, but the biggest thing is we don't rule each other. It's a collective, like then when we came to your birthday party, like that just wasn't me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it wasn't something that we had to plan or anything like that. Oh, well, boom, you getting bottles, something clicked in her head, like, oh, well, let's get some food, because I don't want nobody being drunk and, like sober it up. So we maneuver like that. You get what I'm saying? But that's just how we do things. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm in a traditional situation, but I feel like I'm in a tailor-made situation for me that works for me. You know what I'm saying? That works for us. Yeah.
Well, it's it all goes back to like I said, knowing who you are and knowing who you are before you get with that person. Your wife knows who you are. She knows she know what type of dude you are. She
Mhm.
know what you're gonna bring to the table. So she's gonna match that energy. Like you said,
Right.
regardless of, because that's how me and my lady are. Like,
Right.
I'm obviously making more money or whatnot, but I never throw that shit in her face. I never,
Straight up.
because she holds her own. She
Exactly.
brings her way to the table. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There'd
Yeah.
be days where she planned on paying for the shit. But I
Right.
fuck around and pay without her even knowing, because I already know
Yeah.
you're gonna have my back regardless.
Straight
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Right. No, you
So-
couldn't have said it any better, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, because, and like I said, man, that's really what it is, man. Like, um, it all like, if your finances are handled fairly, and like when I say fairly, that means take care of you. Make sure your independence is good. I want to make sure you're good, just in case
Yeah.
something happens. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you have to maintain your independence and make sure on both ends your finances are handled fairly.
I mean,
That's-
I mean, just to chime in real quick, bro. I know we ain't got that much time. Just like, what my mom passing, my wife like was the muscle behind a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as taking care of the business part. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that just added another layer to who she is. You know what I mean? And like I said, some people can't handle that. People fight over money, things. It was a smooth transition. You know what I mean? And she took care of that. And it was not like, oh, you do this. It's just we have an unspoken language with each other. You know that, Vin. You know that about us, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
of course,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
So
man.
Miss thank you, bro. Miss Freya,
Yeah.
you want to chime in real quick?
Yeah, I just want to say real quick, I'm weird with money. So, well, at least when I was with the father of my children, though, it was definitely, I was the one who delegated, to pay bills and whatnot. So he, would work and give me most, but not all of the paycheck. You know what I mean? But if he ever like needed money, he could just, he would ask me and I would give him money. So it's that kind of situation, Now that we live together but are not together, when we're working, he'll give me a portion, obviously, because he's not going to give me the whole thing. We're not together anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like that's different there. And then since we haven't been together, when it comes to relationships and dating and whatnot, I've only dated one person, and I feel so weird with money with that guy. I don't ask him for shit. What am I gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even like about that for me, Just
Right.
money is weird for me. I don't like to ask anyone, so I need my financial independence.
Right.
I don't care if I have a lot of money. I'll manage my money, And if I don't have money to go somewhere, then I'm not going. Instead, I'm not gonna be asking, oh baby, can you pay for this ticket for this party? No. Matter of fact, I had invited him to a party once I didn't get to go, and I fronted the money for that. I didn't say, oh, well, since you're coming, can you give me half? I'm that weird with money, Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, man. I'm telling you, man, one of the sexiest things ever, man, is knowing that a woman she gonna be all right regardless. I would ask Miss Armstrong, but Queen came out talking about she got a house and no shit, so I think we already know what's popping out there.
Yeah. Boss.
But I guess I'll make mine quick. So it really depends. I've been in a dynamic where, of course, I still have my own house separate, and I lived in their house, and I paid for everything in their house as well. And then I've had a dynamic where I don't pay for anything. So it really all depends. But technically, as a slave, what's mine is theirs, technically. So there is that. But fortunately, I'd rather have the Dom who lets me keep what's mine. No. So
Right.
I like that part. But yeah, so I do. My money is my money. They don't take care of anything for me. People ask me that periodically, like, so do they pay you for this? No. Did you just, yeah, I spent the whole weekend cleaning, and but no, there is no yeah, none of that. I'm a slave. So yeah.
Man,
Slaves don't get paid. There you go. Players don't ask,
Boom.
Hey,
don't get paid.
look,
They don't.
I see that right there. That just filled everything because, like I said, you got the finances. So you, like I said, the lifestyle you live, lifestyle from eat a dick on the way out.
I don't care. Therefore, people
Yeah,
like
you,
my
you
mom
don't
know
get
I'm
zero
a
fucks.
slave. Right. I don't have who I am. I am who I am.
I respect
I
that.
pay my own bills. I raise my children. They are now productive adults. And now I'm gonna
You
live
can
my
be
life
hard.
my way.
Yeah.
This is my
And
way.
there you have it. Now you
Ma-
see tonight's episode was really like I felt like it was really dope because like I
Mhm.
got to hear all three touch the subject we got, and I
Right.
felt each and every one of them. Like seriously, there's no bullshit. I felt each and every all three of them, man. I want to thank y'all
Oh
for coming
yeah.
on. Like seriously, this was like a dope episode. It was a long time coming.
Right.
Miss Armstrong, you did good.
Sorry, girl.
Thank you for coming, Miss
you
Armstrong. It
did
was
good.
awesome to
Okay.
hear your
Miss
perspective on
Moon.
things. Yeah.
So for all the fans out there, this is the part where we end the audio part. We usually do a after hours. We have like darker conversations or whatever. Mike knows what it is. But
Well,
you
can we
always
can we add more people? Like, can we add
yeah,
more?
definitely. Hey, look, you already know what time it is. Man. I just wanted to let the fans know what time it is. This is our audio version. Check us out on Spotify. Check our YouTube
Yes.
channel is popping. This has been another edition of Honest Assholes. Check us out. We
Yeah.
are out this motherfucker. Love you.
Bye. Awesome possum.
Dope. 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 Dope.
So
Dope.
you can go ahead and cut the record, Miss